Hi, Gabbie Hanna. Girl, you're psychic. So, it came to my attention that Gabbie Hanna has made a YouTube video talking about her being a medium. Now, I did watch the video. I actually watched the video and reacted to it live. And so she's not a medium. Okay, so I want to kind of go over a little bit. So in the video, she kind of talked about how she saw stuff right before she fell asleep. Like right before she was falling asleep, as she was falling asleep, right before she fell asleep. That is the time when you are most vulnerable. She is correct about that. That is legit. That's a thing that happens to me. That is when you're most vulnerable. It's when your guides, your spirit guides will give you information, will give you messages, will send you things. Now, the first thing she described was about seeing a TV show, like from the back of her eyes or eyelids, when she was turned around. That is an outer body experience. That seems like astral projection to me. The rest of the information is channeled information. That is psychic information. So, mediumship abilities and being a medium is talking to the dead. So she did not talk to the dead. What she was seeing was the future, which is psychic ability or psychic experience. Now, I will say, upon watching the video, I realized pretty quickly that she was taking some of the signs that she was being sent too literal. Things like the intense imagery of, like, you know, the death scenes and stuff like that. So there's a period where she talks about a circle being put around one of the guys she was in a love triangle with, and then somebody put an X or a line through them. That is imagery. So the reason why they were doing that is because that person was your guide, your spirit guide. They're people who usually haven't incarnated this lifetime, and they're like kind of like guides or teachers trying to push you onto your life path, trying to direct you. It's a whole system. There's a higher self and a lower self. Maybe I'll go into that one day. Maybe if Gabbie is interested, I can kind of talk to her. Hey, Gabbie, if you watch this or you're watching this, hit me up, girl. I can help you out. She needs to meditate. You need to meditate, girl. It's super important. Anyways, what basically was happening is her spirit guide was showing her, hey, girl, stop this. That circle over him was like, this one? No. That usually means the circle is because she was saying she had picked him. I don't know if she picked him first, whatever, but the circle was like her approval. So that was like what she wanted. And the other one was in a different color because that was her guide saying no. That was her guide crossing it out and saying, no, this one isn't for you. You have to get rid of him. And when they showed him dead, that was because they were showing her, the death was the imagery. Think of it like death and tarot, where it's a death and rebirth. It's like, end it, stop it, don't even have contact. I know she said that they're still friends, but probably a little bit iffy. I think your guides are probably like, girl, I don't know if you should still be friends, because it might be a little bit unhealthy for both of you. Definitely seems like the lesson to be learned in juggling the two guys was like, hey, make sure you learn how to have proper boundaries. It seems like her boundaries are off, and it also seems like she needs to learn to say no. It seems like for her, she's used to yes, take, yes, take, yes, take. That seemed very, very clear. Like, hey, girl, sometimes you just have to say no. You know, even if you can do something doesn't mean you should. That's typically why things like that happen, is like to learn that lesson. Either way, the imageries she was seeing were like, no, get rid of them. She did predict a lot of stuff. That's what happens with me. I have similar experiences where I see things. I predicted my dogs were going to die before they die. Exactly when. I said that they were good. I saw them dying in summer. They were completely healthy. All of a sudden it hit summer. The first day of summer, one died, and almost the last day of summer, the second one died. So there are things that you see, whether in dreams or whether in, you know, experiences or meditation or visions, whatever. That's exactly what she was experiencing. She's definitely intuitive. I mean, this is just intuition. This isn't being intuitive. This is being psychic, whatever you want to call it, whatever fancy word you want to call it. The Xing out of things, your guides will do that to you. They do it to me all the time. I currently have a guy in my dreams, his higher self, that will not leave, that I'm trying to get him to leave. So your guides will push people to you and you to people, or try to get you to realize, hey, this person isn't good for you. Not for you. You're not supposed to be around them. They're not good for you. We'll get someone better for you. Like, so this situation clearly was like warning her, like, hey, these are not good for you. You should make sure you're careful because there are better that are coming. And I think my inclination from that video is that she held back information. There had to have been something else in that video, or at least in that experience, that she either forgot to share or didn't share. My intuition tells me there's a piece missing. Maybe she doesn't want it public. I don't know, but I can't shake the feeling that there isn't. I can't shake the feeling that there's a piece of that story missing. So definitely would love to talk to her about her experiences, because I could definitely help her and probably relate to her, because when I was having crazy wild experiences, I have nobody to talk to. So I was just sitting there like, they gonna think I'm crazy, and people still think I'm crazy, and that's okay. They can think whatever they want, but I see stuff and it happens. So I feel you. I believe you, Gabi. I can help you. However, what we are going to do is a reading on Gabbie Hanna really quick. We're going to kind of do just a little bit of a reading to see what we get and see what's going on, since we're here already and I'm already intrigued. So let's kind of just go ahead and get started with this long-winded response. Holy sh! She's already gotten a message in her dreams about a guy, the next guy, by the way. Unless she's bisexual, I don't know, but whatever, the next person she's with, I have no idea. The Seven of Cups is upright. So the Seven of Cups is dreams, and the Two of Cups is reversed with the Wheel of Fortune. So the Two of Cups would be about her separating from guys, separating from people that aren't worthy of her, or that aren't good enough for her. Exactly what I just said, Seven of Cups. This is also about possibilities. This is a dream card, and it's also about possibilities. So there's our 7 here, 7 possibilities. The Two of Cups is reversed, which is about the separation of the guys, the separation of the bond, and the Wheel of Fortune is a new opportunity. She's already gotten messages in her dreams about the new guy or new person that she's supposed to be with, or that she's going to be with next. Definitely. And the Wheel of Fortune is upright, so that means that this person is either a risk taker or is very successful, one or the other. Uh-oh. Is that an X? Yep. Okay, so the Lover's card is reversed. So this is a connection that is imbalanced. This would be like one person likes one person, the other person doesn't, or whatever. And it's reversed. To me, this reads as an X, one that is more invested in her than she him, or vice versa. I can't figure out which way it is. I'm assuming it's him more in her, because it seems like this person is going to contact her. The Page of Cups is reversed, which means they're going to try and prey on sentimentality or what was, or like emotions. And the Ace of Cups reversed, which usually means that this person, we're over this person. So usually if an Ace of Cups reversed is like, I kind of want to stay away from you. I don't really know how I feel about you. The problem here is that it's also this weird friendship vibe. It's weird. It's like this weird friendship vibe that also has levels of like intimacy. It's weird. She has problems with boundaries, guys, because this is like a friend that's kind of like weird. Like it's a weird intimacy friendship energy here, because the Two of Pentacles is like an exchange between two people that used to be like equal and used to be there, but then we see the Tower card, which means they must have had some sort of falling out that was really not good. That's like a dramatic drama. And the Emperor's reverse was a loss of control, also about this person being controlling in general. So it's weird. This is like a weird, and the Two of Pentacles also like superficial, sometimes like, two hot people, just being like into each other for looks, or sometimes it's literally just like, we're superficial surface level friends, but we don't really get so deep. It's weird. It's just a weird exchange. I can't describe this to you. It's like I can't describe it to you any better. It's almost like we know we're using each other, but we don't care. That's the best way that I can describe this to you. It's like we know we're using each other, but we don't care. But it's like someone from the past that seems to be coming back, I think. It has to be. Because it's weird. It's a weird boundary issue. Yep. Won't let go. Okay, so the King of Cups reversed. So it's like someone who's emotionally cold. that we can't let go of or they can't let go of us. And the Eight of Swords is about pressure. It's like constantly trying to pressure someone. It's like constantly trying to pressure someone into something. They won't let go. It's weird though, because it's like it started off weird. I can't describe this any better. I'm not super familiar with any of this stuff, so whatever, but this is the best that I can do. They have a weird start, you guys. It's like a weird start to a relationship or a connection or a friendship. It's just this weird boundaryless connection. It's awful. Unhealthy for sure. Okay. Has she gotten proposed to before? This girl runs from commitment, okay? But, what is this? The Justice card is upright, okay? So the Justice card is about serious stuff and, like, being, like, serious. Justice card is, like, being serious. It's, like, sometimes it's legal battles. Or sometimes it's, like, something, like, you put effort forward and it comes back. The Eight of Cups is, like, running from things, walking away from things, a Hierophant. So she definitely runs from commitment, for sure. But this is weird because this is, like, someone coming to her and be like, oh, my God, I want to be with you. I want to marry you. I really, really like you. It's weird. Freaking weird. This is weird. The Devil card is like either induced by, drinking or, anything like that, or like substances, or like kind of like a little bit of like, imbalance, like just like a kind of like intense, almost manipulative thing. The Hermit is reversed. The Hermit is reversed and the Chariot is reversed. So it's like, whoa. Leave me alone. Very weird. Very, very, very weird. Very weird. This is concerning me because I wonder if this is kind of what caused her issues. This may have caused a lot of her issues in the beginning. It seems like there's a person that she's either been connected to in the past or anything like that who's like wild. Very, very concerning for me. Especially because the Devil card means that there's something wrong here. There's definitely something wrong here. I'm trying to figure out if this is a person that she genuinely connected with or if this is someone that thinks that they connected with her. That's where I'm confused. Because the Justice card should be legal issues. The Hierophant is like wanting someone to commit to someone. Eight of Cups is what's running away. It's causing intimacy issues. But the Devil card here means that they're not a good person and that it's kind of inappropriate. I'm wondering if she has some... I don't know what that is. I don't know what the hell that is. There's definitely... I don't know. I get the feeling that has she talked about any, like, legal... Does she have restraining orders against anyone? Or is there anyone threatening anything? Because if not, this concerns me. Because this might be a little bit of like a... This might be someone who's a little bit like... There's the problem. I don't know. Listen, this is a person that's definitely going to need to be monitored because it's almost like they like... It's like wanting to marry you and like be with you. It's weird. It makes me a little bit uncomfortable. But... It's definitely it has to be someone. I don't know how much she's connected with this person. I don't know how much she's connected with this person. There's a lot of guys here, by the way. Listen, girl, more power to you, girl. There's a lot of guys here. There's a lot of guys here, okay? I wasn't expecting this many guys. It's really difficult for me to decipher which guy is which right now. This is another one, though. This is another one. And I don't know if, like... I don't know how much she invested in this one. But this one sure as hell is, like glued. Like glued. And, girl, the Justice card tells me we might have to get I'm telling you, we might have to get legal involved with this one. If we haven't already. I mean, Justice, when it's upright, legal matters rule in our favor. But, like, the Hierophant is like, I want to marry you. Like, I want to be you. I want to be with you. I want to have you. I want to own you. With the Devil card. And I think this really caused a lot of, like, her issues with, like, intimacy. I don't know. Anyways, let's keep going. Wait, she said she took a break, right? Or did I make that up? In the mediumship video, did she say she took a break? Because the Page of Wands reversed, the Knight of Wands reversed, and the Ten of Swords is upright. Yeah, so I'm not going to really go too far into this because the Knight of Swords is reversed, but the break definitely wasn't a conscious decision solely based on herself. Whatever that break that she was talking about has fear all in it. So I'm not really going to go super in depth with this. I really can't. This is kind of blocked a little bit for me. Sorry, but there is something a little bit more intense that's behind that break. So we'll just leave it at that. Wait, is that a contract? Opportunity. Huh. Something that she did in the past or someone she worked for in the past that had issues with or that she had issues with, it's either a company or person she will be working with again and they'll be making good money together. That I can tell you. That is loud and clear. It's either a person or a company that she's had issues with in the before. It's going to come back and they're going to be making money together. So... Yep, lots of money. The Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. Girl, money, 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 money. If she's worried about finances, she doesn't have to be. It seems like she's going to be pulled back into something. This is literally her being pulled back into something. So it's like her being pushed away and then pulled back into it, whatever this is. Girl, you're going to be making money, girl. Hey. Yep, there it is. Queen of Pentacles. It's going to be great for your career. Say yes to this, girl. It's going to soar. Your career is going to flourish. So you better say yes to that. We'll leave on that note and then we'll pull from the Oracle. But girl... By the way, the hiatus was a smart decision anyways. Very healthy, very good, very smart, very good. But I don't know if it was 100% all her own choice. Oh, shoot. No wonder you're no wonder you're having psychic images thrown your way. The fragmentation card says whatever happened kind of broke her a little bit, and she's scared to give her full again into her career. The blinded to pain card says she's very used to being around people who are either, not good for her, takers, users, abusers. And the masquerade card says she puts on a false image of who she is to protect herself. This is why she's kind of feeling frustrated and scared right now, because whenever you have a fragmentation, it's like, I don't know how to be myself. I don't know how to think. How can I act like my normal self when all this is going on? And so she's putting on a facade, a front, of like her creative energy to be like a front. But it seems like that image is starting to crack. It seems like she's really going to start to let her walls down. And that's why the psychic stuff is happening. The Queen of My World card tells me that she's used to making everything what she's wanted. Queen of My World is like, I've designed this, I picked this, I want this type of person in my life, I want this house, I want this furniture, I want this clothing, I want this thing, and I want to be like this, and I'm going to have this. And she's able to get everything, and she was able to manifest everything she's ever wanted, and she's now realized she's still not happy. Like, she has everything she's wanted. Queen of My Own World is literally, I have everything I've wanted, everything I could ever dream of, and I still am unhappy, because she's realized that just because you wanted it doesn't mean you need it, and just because you have everything you want doesn't mean that you actually have everything you need, and that sometimes other people and their impact on you is super important. So she's kind of learning that lesson. I actually think that she's feeling kind of isolated and alone. Queen of My Own World card gets everything she wants, but at a price. It's like, yeah, I have everything I've ever wanted, but when I turn around, they're all mannequins. When I turn around, it's all ice sculptures. There's no authenticity, there's no people, there's no connection, there's no nothing. It's hollow and shallow. So she's learned a pretty big lesson here. Now, mind you, I had asked when I was doing the video, when I was watching the video and doing my reaction, I'd asked if she was going through her Saturn return. I think people said that she was, which makes sense because I pulled atonement, which is like you're getting what you deserve, and so is everyone else around you. So this is really a great time to turn a new leaf, because it means that the karmic rebalancing is kind of finished. So she's paid for her she's paid her karmic dues. When Saturn comes back around, right? You kind of go through a really tough time during your Saturn return. You're kind of learning all about, you know, the life lessons that you've already conquered. You learn them once more. And wherever Saturn's placed in your astrology chart is kind of where you learn it again. But anyways, it seems like she's starting to go through a period of like, I learned this when I was younger. I learned that when I was younger. I learned this when I was younger. And she's kind of starting to, what's happening is she's realizing her own personal involvement in everything. It seems like she may have had a habit in the past of like pushing stuff off on other people. Oh yeah, but that happened because this. Oh yeah, that happened because this. And she's starting to really realize the role that she's played in all this. It's really pretty good. She's in a great place for like spiritual improvement, and she's also in a great place for like self-improvement. This is someone who is self-reflective. However, girl, you have a lot of issues with love. So I definitely will say, though, I will say this. She has to be working on self-love, because they didn't pull the Empress reverse, which means that she's already working on self-love. Girl, get some rose quartz, I promise you. But she should already be working on self-love, because I'm not seeing that as an immediate issue, which means she's already working on it. And she's a lot farther along than you would think. So that's good. I guess I'll pull one more from this, and then we'll kind of wrap it up here. Well, there's the Sun. The Sun is about her finding her happiness. The Fire is about her finding her passions again, lighting a fire under her ass. And the Jupiter card is about taking a risk that pays off. Mercury, communication through voice. Neptune is illusion, disillusionment, but Neptune is also, this has to be music. This has to be her music, because Neptune is also rules music. And then Mercury is your voice. So listen, I have not listened to her music, so I don't know. The only way I know she has music is because I was watching that video and she kept playing the music, and it was a lot of self-promo. But whatever, has she released an album? I don't really know. Ooh, wait a minute, girl. This is a collaboration. Libra is working with another, and Capricorn, someone who's serious and has clout. This is a collaboration. This is a collaboration that's going to do very, very, very well. Like, really big collaboration in the works. Really big collaboration. Really, really big collaboration. Like, huge. I wonder who this is. I'm dying to know who this is. Girl, who is this? I'm dying to know. This is a really big one. Girl, if anybody is like wanting to work with you, just say yes. I'm telling you, there's a huge risk that'll pay off here when it comes to you working with another in terms of your music. Well, it's gonna make money too. Should be making money, girl. Anyways, that's what I see for Gabbie Hanna. Gabbie, if you're watching this, hey girl, hit me up. I will help you. You are definitely intuitive, girl, and you have to get yourself centered, and you need to listen to your guides and your inner voice and your gut instinct. I can help you. If you don't want my help, though, I'm totally okay with that too. Just make sure you know that you are not crazy. You are not crazy. You are experiencing the stuff that I experience. So, yeah, if you guys like that, make sure you follow me Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch, Antphrodite. Go to antphrodite.com and sign up for the newsletter to know when private readings become available. Just go on the website, scroll down, and it'll pop up the newsletter. And yeah, if you have suggestions for other videos you want me to do reactions on, or any sort of psychic stuff or medium stuff that people have experienced you want me to do a reaction on, or celebrities you want me to do readings on, go ahead and let me know. Put them in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great night or day.